Alright guys, I'm at the court. I've just recorded 2 stretch for the minds because I'm an overachiever, but I actually think the microphone wasn't plugged in. So annoying. But hopefully this is plugged in. If not, I don't know what to tell you. But what I want to talk to you about today is the struggle. After you work hard for something and then it comes to an end. And this doesn't just apply to handball, it can apply to anything. And basically how I have managed to get back to wanting to train, not just for handball, I'm talking like overall across the board, like wanting to be a healthy person again when your goal is over. And you might think, oh my God, she's still going on about that, like. But that's besides the point. The point that we're going to get to is when you train for something in a way and you train hard for something, like it can be a big shift when it comes to an end. Because like guys, for me, training for handball, it takes an effort. Like it is a huge effort that goes into it. It doesn't just happen. Like going to the gym multiple times a week, going to the court multiple times a week, taking care of your food, your recovery, your sleep, driving up to Dublin, getting training games. Like it's not something that just happens without you putting a lot of time and effort into it. And I hate to say that to people who think that, oh, it's probably just, you know, playing a few games here and there. For some people that is what handball is. For me, that's not what it is, you know. Training for handball is similar to what I would say like training for a marathon. Not in the way you train, but in the way training for a marathon, which I have done. Before anyone says anything, oh, she doesn't know what it's like to train for a marathon. No, I do. I've done 2 of them. When you train for a marathon, it kind of takes over your whole life. Like, you know, you're thinking about when will you run? When will you eat? When will you recover? When will you fit in your long run? Like, and that's what it's like when you train for championship. And then when the marathon comes to an end, you don't want to go for a run, you know. Like, for me personally, both times I've done a marathon, I've been like, yeah, I'll keep running afterwards. And then I haven't for like 6 months after. Thankfully, handball's a bit more of a constant in my life, so. Okay, so is this recording me? I'm just gonna take this. I was gonna record this whole video at the handball court and then my microphone died. And I can't remember what I said. So you're going to join me while I do my strength session in the living room. And you're going to listen to what I have to say about motivation post competition or post a goal and how we can get back to it and enjoy life again. Woo! But before I tell you guys that, look at this amazing pull-up bar I got, right? So one thing, like after the All-Ireland, I was like, you know what? I hate driving to the gym. Like I hate that it takes like 3 hours to go and do a gym session, you know? I wouldn't mind training for 3 hours, but going to the gym and it taking so long, like I'm with you people. It's a huge effort. So I'm like, do you know what? We have loads of stuff at home. So why don't we just work out at home? Make that easier. And the long-term goal, well, not that long-term, but the goal is to create an actual home gym. So we got this pull-up bar, which let me show you how it's so handy. You basically can stick it in the doorway and, okay, it doesn't seem handy right now. You stick it in the doorway and then you extend it. The reason why I like this one so much is that you can do so many different things with it because it doesn't just stay in the one spot. Now it's a bit tricky to get used to putting it up in the right place at the start, but I'm getting a bit better at it. It's easier when Frida's here. But yeah, so you just stick it in the doorway and then you can tighten that and use it for so many things. Okay, so what I have done to get back in the groove is, I'll be honest, 1 week post final, I didn't want to train, in no mood to train, so I didn't. I didn't really think about anything to do with performance, even well-being, I would say. But me taking care of myself was just letting myself do whatever I wanted, which was basically nothing. And then, second week, we went to Stockholm, Frida and I, which was super nice because, you know, it's nice to get a break from everything. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do things that make me feel good. So I went to the gym a few times. Also helpful that Frida is currently training for a half Ironman, if you didn't know. And, you know, when the person you spend all your time with is training all the time, you're like, okay, I should move. So we did some workouts together, which is always nice, you know, to have a workout buddy. Highly recommend. Went for a couple of runs and yeah, just got back to moving with it wasn't like thinking about a specific goal or anything. Is that gonna stay? Yeah. Just focused on moving. Then third week we were coming back home to Ireland, so we were there for like 10 days. I actually ended up getting sick again the last few days that we were there. So I basically did nothing again for like 5 days. And that didn't help my mood. Getting sick for the second time. And then, so I was in no form to do any training that third week either. But at the end of the week, Saturday, Sunday, I felt a lot better. So I did a little bit of strength training, I believe. Still in no form to go to the handball court at that point, which is fine. And then week 3, we obviously have doubles coming up. Doubles championship, for people who don't know, that's starting this coming weekend. And I was like, okay, gotta train for that. So we had a doubles game scheduled. And that was good because like it kind of got me back into the court, you know, like it's good to have games because like, you know, they're organized with people. There's a bit more pressure to like show up compared to, I'm going to do that, an individual session. There's not that pressure. You can just be like, nah, not going. All right. As you can see, so handy. Going to do some dips now. I'm doing a superset, an EMOM of dips and pull-ups for this. So, oh my God, that's hard. Okay, now I'll rest for about 3 more minutes. So the doubles game helped me get back into the court and I actually really enjoyed it. It was like, oh, you know, I do love playing handball, even if the last 3 weeks I've been miserable about it. And then myself and Neve, my doubles partner, we also played a singles game a few days later and I also really enjoyed that. So I was like, that kind of gave me a bit of a pep at my step towards handball again. So like, it was like a month, I would say, and it has been a month now since the All-Ireland final, and like, I won't say I'm like, you know, like the drive I had for the singles championship, probably not back to the same level, but I know once we step on the court this weekend that, you know, that competitive side comes out again. But I guess the thing with moving on and like finding your motivation at times is, it is hard, like, and it's a process. So it's okay to take a few days, a couple of weeks to just like not have a goal, not be highly motivated, to take a break. You know, like I'd say the same thing to someone after running a marathon. Guys, take a couple of weeks, let your body and mind recover, and then you can get back into it. And remember, motivation is a feeling. It's going to come and go. Like, it makes sense that you don't just finish working towards something and immediately have a new goal, okay? So it's okay to work hard towards something, let it take up a lot of space in your life, and then it's okay if you're not immediately motivated 5 minutes later. But something that I find super helpful is to have something else to work towards. So whether that's in handball, outside of the court with your fitness, like I like to set little goals in my training that have nothing to do with my performances on the court. That helps me get back in the gym and keep training, even if there's nothing coming up in handball. But thankfully, oh my God, it's hard to do that and talk. I do have the doubles, so that's something that, you know, obviously I know, right, need to keep tipping away because we want to show up and perform in that. And, you know, you have the kind of pressure of playing with someone, so you obviously want to be at your best so that you can be a good teammate to them. And that's something I think about, you know. I want to show up, be able to perform for myself, for my team, and that has also helped me get back in a good mindset when it comes to working on my game. This little trick I have with the kettlebells, okay, so like obviously working out at home, I don't have everything I might have when I go to the gym. So I have 2 kettlebells here because I'm going to do some rows, but one of them is too light. So what I'm going to do is double stack. So you get your hand through. Yeah, you thought I was here to talk about motivation? I wanted to show you how strong I am. And also, I'm going to show you something.
This is something I would do.
This?
Oh, sorry.
This is Frida, as you know. Another thing that is motivating sometimes is, you know, that helps, is that Frida is training like 45 hours every week for her half Ironman. So then when I do nothing, I'm like, feel like a potato.
I'm sorry.
But it has been helpful, and I mentioned this, to have someone to work out with.
Yeah.
So whether that's going to the gym or the living room or going to the court with someone, like I said, arranging a game is much easier than doing a skill session when you're not feeling it. That's super helpful. How's your Ironman training going?
Good, yeah.
Yeah?
I mean,
okay, that's enough about you.
I was just going to say that I also really enjoy training with people.
Yeah.
Like, I do find it, like, one of the challenges with the training I'm doing is that everything I am doing is pretty much alone.
Yeah.
So the times that we can work out together, I love that. Whether that is strength or you join a run or something. You know?
Question, how would you describe, from your observation, my levels of motivation post All-Ireland final? In terms of like any type of movement or health related activities?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
Like a 2?
Thanks. Okay, let's make lunch.
Woo! I'm starving. I am so happy I got to make an appearance in this video.
Yeah, Frida didn't even know what this video is about. I just kind of lumped her in it.
Yeah, I just came home and there was a camera in my face.
That's what it's like living with a celebrity, a YouTube superstar.
No, listen, it brings me back to when I was 11 and I was on this TV show.
Here we go.
Called Wild Kids, right? If you're a real one, you know, Google it.
Okay, anyways, back to my video about motivation and being in a slump. My thing is, I like to set big goals that really inspire me and make me want to work hard. Frida can relate. She'll tell you. That's what I love to do, right? And I'll keep doing that, even if they're soul crushing after the fact. But we know as sports psychology professionals that motivation is going to come and go, and it's okay that you're not super motivated to go again 2 days after your event, whatever that was. Like obviously handball, but like I said, running a marathon. Frida's also run a marathon, but only one. But she also didn't pass out at the end of a marathon, so there's a lot to be said for that. That's a story for another day.
No, actually, go back in the archive of our YouTube videos and find the marathon video we did in Texas, where you will see Ciana pass out.
But if I was to pick one thing to generate a little bit more motivation in terms of like, I think the main theme of this video is like to get back into training, not just handball training, life, like as in being healthy for life. It is like, you don't necessarily need to be motivated. Like the first few weeks or even like the last month, I haven't been super motivated to train, but like I've just like slowly done a little bit more. And then you're kind of like, okay, this feels good. I actually feel good when I work out. And like the motion creates emotion.
Yeah.
So like, even if you don't want to do it, but you know long term you do, like just peel yourself off the couch and go and do it.
Yeah.
You know, like one session, one training game, whatever it is, and then slowly you'll start to like generate just a bit more energy for it.
Yeah, and I don't know if you mentioned this, but what you have experienced after the All Ireland is post-event blues.
I didn't actually mention that. No.
That's it, like.
Yeah, there's research on this. Like a lot after the Olympics is like people really struggle after the Olympics because it's like all consuming, and then it's like, oh, what now?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like for me, I've said this, like handball, it doesn't become like all consuming, but it takes up a lot of my headspace, especially like championship.
I mean, it is in a way. It's all consuming in a way that you spend a lot of time and effort towards it. So it becomes all consuming. Even if, like, when we use the word all consuming, it might sound way more dramatic.
Like, I know there's more to life. The same way Olympic athletes know there's more to life than being in the Olympics and competing. But then afterwards, it's like, oh, the thing I was working towards is now gone. So what should I do?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Podcast topic.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we have.
We have talked about this before after the half marathon, I think.
Yeah, we did a half marathon too.
Ooh. Yeah, we'll talk about it again, don't worry.
Okay, I don't know if this video provides anything except my thoughts.
Brilliant.
So you're welcome. And yeah.
Oh, actually, a really fun update that we should end the video on that has no relation to anything is that we have baby lambs out in the field.
We'll show a clip.
Yeah, we'll put some clips in right now. Lambs.
Name them.
Oh yeah, we need them to be named. Okay, bye.